Hello guys, and welcome to Conundrum Contingencies. I will be your host as usual. It is I, says me, the crazy Kansas. Now in today's video, I'm going to show you how to sharpen knives, axes, machetes, and all that, so you'll be ready for shtf. The most dangerous thing in your kitchen is not the pot or the skillet that you left on. It's these dull ass knives. A dull knife is a lot more dangerous because it takes a lot more pressure and you have to exert a lot more energy. It takes more time. The longer that you have that blade in your hand, the more likely you're going to end up needing a band-aid or worse. So I'm going to show you how to remedy that. And then I am going to show you a cool recipe that I conjured up last week. I'm going to show you how to make these pizza quesadillas. Awesome. Melt in your mouth good. But first, let's open up with a poem. Now, in the last video, I had went to a food pantry and I got a lot of stuff, and I forgot that I meant to mention that I got a great big pack of chicken, and they gave me the black-eyed peas, and I was supposed to share a poem with you. It's called Old Can, and I wrote it a long time ago. I found a can without a tag and wondered what I had. I pictured yams and beans with wax, maybe Popeye spinach. Sadly, I couldn't see why I should keep it. The black-eyed peas couldn't see either. I absolutely hate and detest black-eyed peas, and there is this dumbass tradition in the hood, in the black community, where when New Year's comes, people go out of their way to eat, cook, and consume these nasty-ass black-eyed peas, thinking that it's going to bring them good luck. Well, the way the average black motorist gets treated when they get pulled over, and the way we tend to treat each other, and since there's so many of us living close to the poverty line, I would have to conclude that black-eyed peas don't bring fucking good luck to the black community, and it also takes a lot of salt, pork, and other ingredients to make these black-eyed peas taste halfway decent, so I say thumbs down to black-eyed peas. So, anyway, there's a couple of different ways that you can go if you want to sharpen your blades, weapons, and whatnot. Now, I was supposed to get my mise en place. I went to the Guadalupe Culinary Arts Institute in Kansas City, and that means mess in place in French. And I got one of my sharpeners, which is this one. It's a Smith's. I got it from Wally World for about $7 or $8. I think it's not all that, but it will sharpen your blade. And I have a traditional stone. Let me get that real quick. And a glass of water, because I'm going to be talking for a little while here. Get some water. And I got the water, and there's my stone. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so I got my sharpener's stone. Some people, when they finish their sharpening, they finish with a belt or a piece of leather. I say that's optional. Oh, and I have, let me see, I have a true. Let me see if I can find it for you. True. You know what, guys? I don't have my true. But if you ever go to a fancy restaurant, it might be in a drawer. I don't need it. You ever go to a really fancy restaurant and you see somebody doing one of these numbers? That's not a sharpener, it's a true. And that's to make sure that you have a straight edge to start off with. We don't really need a straight edge like that. Okay, so you got your fine side and your rough side. But let me show you how to do the quick one. Now, these sharpen good, but it might take you a little while to realize that you need a lot of pressure to get a good edge off one of these. There's the fine side right here, and there's the main sharpening side. So you just come in, work from the edge of your tip because you might scratch it. Go down like that, come back. Like that. You do the other side. I think that was 6. You want to try to keep an even number or odd number of strokes on each side. So 7 on one side, 7 on the other side. Then you check your handiwork. Try to pull away from you to reduce the probability that you have to go to the damn emergency room. couple on the smooth side. Check your handiwork. Oh man, that's anti-personnel right there. Good to go. Okay, now here's our sharpening stone. $1.29 at Walmart. Well, not at Walmart. $1.29 at Dollar Tree, Dollar General. You got the fine side and the rough side. A lot of people, they start off with the fine side. Well, they start off with the rough side and switch to the fine side. I said, the hell with that noise. I'm just going to use the smooth side. Now, you want to use water as lubricant, or you want to use oil of some sort. I'm going to use WD-40 for my demonstration, or should I say a water displacement formula 40 clone, which probably came from the same damn factory. So I'm just going to lather up my stone. You can lather up your knife. Doesn't really matter. Okay, now that we're lubed up like a pretty lady in the mood, you want to hold your blade at a 20-degree angle. Pull it away from you. Do both sides, and soon you should be ready to do somebody, or do that turkey or that ham, or if you're vegan, I guess that kumquat or that watermelon or whatever you're into. I'm going to live a high life. You want to eat all vegetables, that's on you. 20-degree angle, pull the whole thing back. Smooth stroke. You don't use much pressure you need for that smith. Make sure you go all the way to the tip. Come back to the other side. I was going to go get a machete from Walmart just to show you on something bigger, but I think I'm getting my point across. No, I'm not going to shave the hairs off my arm, but if somebody kicks my door in while I'm doing that, I'll show you how sharp this blade is. I'm sure he will agree that I knew what the hell I was doing. And you can use these same techniques for scissors or your Swiss Army knife. I actually have a real Swiss Army knife. That one doesn't have a magnifying glass, but I think I'll live. A couple more strokes. Like I said, the pros and cons is the stone takes more time, but this takes metal off your blade. And when you're done with these, don't just put them back in the drawer in the rack. Go ahead and wash and rinse your knives off, because you don't want to swallow any shrapnel or some stone. I don't know what will happen to you if you do, but you might need some hyperallergenic Teflon toilet paper that I haven't invented yet. So wash your knives after you sharpen them. And be careful that you don't scratch your table. Like I almost did. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ready for porking now. Okay, so our knife is sharpened. Take a little bit of water and we'll go on to our next thing. Okay. So you're going to need to turn your oven on to about, I'm sorry, not the oven, your stove on to about 5. And let me mount this, and put a little bit of oil, olive oil, in your skillet or your pot. And let's go. Let's see here. Mount this. See if I get this thing to work here. Alright, I'll just have to hold it as usual. Okay, so, oh, I almost forgot. Okay, a lot of you guys are smart enough to think about shtf and wwrol. You got money saved up, you got money stashed in the house. I've got a little bit of money in my piggy bank. But see, this is old George Washington. This is a $1 bill. Now, what good are 3 $100 bills in shtf when you need $30 worth of gas? And then the clerk says, well, we're not taking plastic, we're taking cash only. Make sure you have some small bills in your complement of cash and whatever you're going to be dealing with the apocalypse with. You don't want 5 $100 bills, because you're going to end up getting cheated or used, and the guy's never going to pay you back, and then you got hard feelings, you want to do something to somebody. It's not that serious. So have some small bills. All right. Now you're going to need cheese. I suggest 2 different kinds. So I got a couple of ounces of cheddar, hot and spicy ketchup, or you can use some pizza sauce or spaghetti sauce. You can take a can of tomato sauce and add some ingredients to it and just spread that over the tortillas we're going to use. A little black pepper. There's my Parmesan cheese. Italian seasoning. Cilantro is optional. You're going to need some pepperoni. You're going to need olive oil. And you're going to need tortillas. Now, let me turn my stove on, which I probably should have already done, but we've got time. All right. I'm going to take a little olive oil here. I can't really taste the difference. It doesn't really matter what kind of olive oil you use, I don't think, unless you're opening up a restaurant or something. A little olive oil there, just enough to coat the pan. All right. Now, if you've got a brand new pack of tortillas, to keep them from sticking together, take 2 hands and shuffle them around like this, and that'll free them up. I just have to use both my hands because I can't quite keep this camera steady. But take 2 flour tortillas out of the pack. All right. Now, before the oil gets too hot, coat the bottom side of one of your tortillas and set it aside. All right. Then you can just take the other flour tortilla and put it on there and start the cooking process. And then turn it down to about 4, 4.5 from medium low. Okay. Move my hair out the way. Sorry about that. Then you take and start loading this bad boy down with the ingredients. Now, I'm not a southpaw, so this is going to be a little bit challenging for me. I'm really ambidextrous and even-handed, but I haven't really taken the time to develop my left. You know, I write with my right hand, I bat left, do a lot of funny stuff with my left hand. People watching me, they're like, what the hell is this guy doing? I'm supposed to be using my left hand, but I very rarely use it. So you spread that around like that. I think I might need a little bit more. I like to taste my sauce on my pizza. All right. All right, we're cooking along. Okay. Spread the, well, actually, let me put my pepperoni on first. Hold on a second. I don't know what my camera's going to do. I'm going to figure out something to get this clip just right, but anyway. A little pepperoni here. Turn on the light, make it a little bit. Probably going to have a halo effect, but I think you guys get the gist of it. I finished 3rd of my class. If I had known the valedictorian was going to be giving some long-ass speech, I would have been a valedictorian. I only missed it by like 3 questions. Okay? Now, these are vegetables from my garden except for the onion. Little cherry tomatoes I grew. My cilantro went to seed, otherwise I'd put some cilantro on there. Peppers, onions. Try to spread them out so you get a little bit of everything in each bite. Okay. All right, now the fun part, the cheese. Don't be surprised a little bit of the cheese squirts out to the sides. No biggie. It'll clean up. Yeah, that's a little bit more than I had intended, but life goes on. All right. Okay, then we're going to hit that with some Parmesan. A little pepper. Now, the last time I did it, I actually put the Italian seasoning right on top of the sauce, which is what I would recommend that you do. So, do as I say, not as I do, but it'll work out. A little cilantro. All right. Then you put the other tortilla with the sauce side out. Did I put the hot peppers? I forgot hot peppers. You don't need the hot peppers. I'm going to kick mine up how shall I say, a notch, for lack of a better word. Maybe I'd say boom, like Madden used to. Alright, so now that I got that going, I'm going to put a top on it to make sure that the cheese melts by the time I start flipping it. Alright, and now we wait. Now that I'm all set, I'm turning back up to 5. Wash my hands. And I'd recommend that you wash your hands so that you won't get sick and start shaking like the way Flavor used to when he was with doing the PE thing. So now you wait. So, you know, there's a fun side to shtf, and you know, you have to live for the moment. You have to take time to smell the roses, but you have to give a little bit of thought about tomorrow. Now, the maintenance guy just left my apartment, and he fixed the outlet over there by my microwave. And I noticed that he had discarded this handsome mirror here. So when this video is over and I get done eating, I'm going to go to the hardware store and I'm going to mount this mirror after cleaning above my bed. And then I'm going to find a PYT and invite her over for a nice game of chess. If Lady Luck smiles on me, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll be able to castle queen side, as they say. So let's go over here. I don't hear much sizzling. Oh, but the cheese is starting to melt, so let's check. Not quite golden brown yet, but it's getting there. I'm telling you, I made one of these earlier in the week when I thought of the recipe, and it was melt in your mouth good. Now, as you cook the recipe, I mean, you can use green peppers. You can omit the onion. Whatever it is that you want to do. You know, just typically whatever you like in your Mexican food and whatever you like on top of your pizza. You can use olives, mushrooms, whatever you like. I'm going to have a salad and some pudding with this when it's done. So I've already prepared my salad. Now for a good accompaniment for this thing, I'm going to have, see, I had sour cream on the side last time. So this time I'm going to have ranch. So it should make for a pretty good lunch. And this is where I keep some of my extra water. I got to get me another case to go on that gap. And I think it'll work out. You see, I got my walkie-talkies in my scanner. I'm thinking about getting a ham radio license, even though there's nobody really to talk to, because my neighbors aren't really into prepping. You can kind of see my garden from here, some of it anyway. I got more in the back. It's a lemon tree, a little avocado tree that I'm growing, some tomatoes. There are some of the peppers that I use for my garden, and my cilantro's over here on the side. So it's all about contingencies and backup. You know, think ahead. What is going to be in short supply when the ATM stop working and commerce is hindered and your plastic is no good? I mean, I've got cereal out the yin yang, and I've got more stuff in the back, and I'm just one person. My better half decided to move on. God bless her. And I'm not going to spend my time crying. You know, it's kind of like Adam and Eve. You know, I'd rather give up another rib. I'm not going to be crying myself to sleep and looking crazy. Last time I checked, I had about 200 conquests under my belt. I'm not losing any sleep over a woman pulling a disappearing act. No, we're not going to be getting back together because she was a child, and I can't spank her. If I spank her, I go to jail, so that kind of narrows it down. So let's see here. What else did I want to cover? Oh yeah, now's a good time to do some maintenance on your car. You know, oil changes, tune-ups, Things of that sort. You might want to flush and fill your radiator. I know it's been quite a while since I had an oil change, so I'm going to try to get an oil change for my Merc tonight or tomorrow. I would do it myself, but it's a little bit I don't even know if it's really cost effective because the price of oil is going so far up that I don't even think that I could do an oil change myself for less than $15. Back in the day when you get a quart of oil for $1.50 or something like that, you could do it. But I think I'm going to take mine to Jiffy Lube or someplace like that. They tend to charge a little bit more for the Merc filter, but life goes on. Sounds like I'm almost done there, guys. All right. I hear that sizzling. All right. All right, well, let's get ready to do it up. Let's see here, we got the salad I was talking about. I think my ranch is, okay, there's my ranch dressing right there. All right, so what can we get to make my job easier? See here, we have a Spud McKenzie Buster, and we have the Cowabunga cutter. I